All right, boys, it's about that time. We have to update the top 10 quarterback list. You guys know I do this every 2 to 3 weeks. This one has been a little bit longer. There's been a lot of quarterbacks that have came out since the last time I did it. It's a very good list, a very deep list. I would say it's more top heavy than it is deep, but at the end of the day, there's still a lot of good quarterbacks on this list. There's even a couple good quarterbacks left off this list. That's how good the quarterback position is becoming. But if you guys enjoy top 10s just like this, we do this for every position. I do gameplays on all the brand new cards in the game. Make sure that sub button. We are so close to 20,000 subs. I appreciate you guys so much, and let's get into number 10. All right, to start here at number 10, we do have Drew Bledsoe, and Drew Bledsoe was the first quarterback in the game with set feet lead, and he is still making his way into the top 10. The guy that he did beat out at number 10 for me was Kyler Murray. I know a lot of no money spent guys. I'm going to be honest. Kyler Murray probably was never going to make this top 10 list. I just know there's going to be a lot of people wondering where Kyler Murray is on this list. Kyler Murray, if you guys do not know, they changed his release this year. He has a very, very bad release, and they also didn't get him set feet lead as a 90 overall. So Kyler Murray, sadly, is terrible. I wish he was good, but he's sadly a terrible, terrible card if you are playing anybody good, of course. You could play some, you know what I mean, But moving into our number 10, Drew Bledsoe right here, 92 throw power. Not really is insane statistically, but he's a guy with a solid release. I'm not the biggest fan of the Bledsoe release. If you look at MUT.GG's list, it says he has the second fastest release in this game. We know this list hasn't been updated yet because they have Lamar's release as the 14th worst release in the game. We know that's not true, but at the end of the day, Drew Bledsoe is one that I played with many times. I don't know how I truly feel about him. It's not the fastest release in the world. It would help if he had fearless, which he does not get, but set feet lead definitely carries him into this top 10 here. At number 9 here, we have Michael Vick, and Michael Vick would have never been this low if they did not change his release. For any of you guys who have not played in the last week, they changed his release from having one of the better releases in the game. They gave him the Pat Mahomes release, which is that sidewind. You probably, if you played the game, you know. The sidewind release, it is definitely a lot clunkier. I would say it's good in the medium range, but the short, you can notice cockbacks. The deep release definitely cockbacks a lot. I love it. It looks cool. The sidearm looks cool, but it's definitely a slower release, so we're definitely moving him down a couple spots on this list than where he normally would be if he had his older release. But 90 speed on a quarterback is insane. It's tied for the highest in the game right here. He has really solid stats. Throw power is really good. The throw on the run's really good. I know he has that paranoid trait and that low throw under pressure, but like I said, his quicker release did help that, and that's another thing that's holding him down. Now that he has a slower release, that throw under pressure, you're gonna see it a lot more without fearless, especially on the card. It sucks, man. They gave us a good Vic and they took it away so fast. Moving over to number 8, we do have Tua, and Tua is another lefty quarterback. He is one that I have in previous top 10s had below Michael Vick, but like I said, the change of release definitely moved up Tua here. His release didn't change. I'm talking about Vic still there, but his release is the generic 3 release, which is a very, very solid one in the game. He does get set feet lead as well, which is nice. I've noticed when I did play in this card though, if you guys don't remember, 92 is the threshold for set feet lead. He has 89 and they gave it to him as a special ability bucket. So I noticed with this card when I played with him, he did miss a lot of deep balls because of that throw power being a lot lower than you'd like to see. Even with strat cards, it's pretty solidly low right there. But at the end of the day, this is a card that's going to get you a solid set feet lead. So a zip on the ball. He's going to have a lot of good accuracy stats right there for you. The only thing that I'll say is he does miss a couple bombs, even if with the strat card. I have a +3 throw power, and he still was missing stuff. But at the end of the day, this is a card that I definitely enjoyed out there. He's a fun card to use. So at number 7, we have a card that is just like Tua right here. He's basically a right-handed version of Tua. He is a little bit slower, but you'll notice that he is getting that throw power that I love to see. He also does have above 90 throw under pressure, which is huge. I think that's a big deal for me personally. I love that threshold. Throw under pressure is a big deal. Obviously, if you have fearless, it negates it no matter what, but with him, you get to have fearless or set feet lead. Obviously, go with set feet lead, but at least you'll have that 90 throw under pressure. He has the same release as Tua, like I said. I'm choosing him over Tua, although he is slower because of that throw power and that throw under pressure threshold, without a doubt. And also, he has top 5 card art. Top 5 card maybe of all time. At number 6, we have a quarterback that I was actually fairly disappointed in when obviously you guys know I do gameplays on all of the new cards. He does have that Trevor Lawrence release, which isn't insanely fast, right? But it's definitely usable. There's a guy later on this list that's pretty highly ranked with the same exact release as Culpepper, but he's a guy that is a legend quarterback, so legend, already expensive. And then he has insane throw under pressure, really good throw power, but he does not get fearless and set feet lead at the same time, which is a detrimental very detrimental thing to this card right here. That's the reason why you're seeing him so low. If you're going to give him a T-Law release, which isn't so fast in the game or very fast in the game, you might as well give him both Fearless and Sephi at the same time, or no one is going to use him unless you're on a Viking team or you're a Daunte Culpepper themed or fan or fanatic, whatever you want to call it. He's a good card statistically though, but like I said, kind of a slower release. We would have loved to see Fearless on him, but still at the end of the day, not a bad card. Not a bad card. Maybe I'm just being a little bit more greedy because of the price you have to pay for a legend quarterback at the end of the day, but Daunte Culpepper, I did have some short-term success with him. I only used him a couple games. Liked him out there, but just, I know when I ran into a heavy blitzer, it was probably going to be pain with that release. Right here at number 5, we have Russell Wilson, and this is one I got a heavy dose of. I did get to use him for around, I think it was 2 weeks. I literally just dropped him like a couple days ago, so it was basically a week or two, whatever we had him. I don't know the date, but I've used him a lot. I played a lot of games with him. He has that generic 3 release, the same one as Tua, the same one as Ryan Fitzpatrick we showed you. He has really good stats across the board as well, so you're getting a little bit more speed right here. He has really good throw power, really good accuracies as well. That deep accuracy is awesome on him. That throw under pressure at 89, not that 90 Ryan Fitzmagic had, but I never really noticed it with Russell. I feel like although he has generic 3, he sometimes gets his own animations in some throws. It's weird. I don't know what it is with him. Technically, he has generic 3, but if you've ever played with this card, you'll notice he has those weird animations that he only gets. And Russell Wilson, I feel like his throwaway animation is insane. It's like one of the fastest in the game. And it's weird because, like I said, Fitzpatrick doesn't get that and Tua doesn't get it. And it's like Russ only gets it. If you played with him, you know what I'm talking about. But Russ is one that I've enjoyed. Sephi lead, no Fearless on him as well, unless you want to use Fearless only, which I don't know why you do that. Another really, really good card right here in the game. So at number 4, we have Bert Jones, and you guys might be wondering why he is lower on my list, and it really comes down to AP cost. So if you guys do not know, Bert Jones, a lot of people in my Twitch chat was calling him the white Lamar. He has the same exact release as Lamar. They gave him good speed. Obviously, he has good stats. He's a 92 overall quarterback, really good throw under pressure. The thing with him is he is expensive, very expensive AP. If you want to use the Set Feet lead and Fearless combo on him, you're going to have to pay a huge 8 AP. 8 AP. It's crazy. Like I said, the good release is very good, but abilities will always be king in Madden. It will always be king in Madden. You can't spend 8 AP on a player. You just can't unless they have the best release, the best everything. They're insanely fast. Like, for example, the card we're going to have at number 1. You guys already know. But Bert Jones right here, still a very good card in the game. I probably wouldn't use all 8 AP on him if you want to use that combo. There are a couple guys above him right here. At number 3, we have Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson, let me just say this. I am so happy EA made him a very good card. As many of you guys know, in Madden 21 and 22, yes, he was fast. Yes, he had Escape Artist. But they made his release one of the worst in the game. And this year, they gave him, which a lot of people are calling the second fastest release in the game, which I played a lot with Lamar. I even got a couple games with Bert Jones in. Or, yeah, I think I almost messed up his name. Bert Jones, yeah. They're both good. That release is very, very good in the game. You're getting 90 speed on him as well. Another guy with lower throw power, but I feel like with him, you're getting a better release than a guy like Tua, like I said. You're not getting Fearless on him. The reason why I have him above Bert is because most people that are using Bert, I'm going to tell you right now, you shouldn't be using 8 AP on a quarterback. So I'm really just kind of comparing them as if you're only using Sephi lead. And I would take Lamar in that case because of the really good speed on him, because of the really good intangibles. Obviously, the throw and the run's amazing. Lamar feels amazingly fast out there. The first downs when your play's broken, you need to go scramble. He feels better than no other. I've used Vic many times. I've used Lamar. Lamar makes it just seem way easier, although he has the same speed as a lot of these guys out here. Lamar is a beast in the game. Definitely a top 3 quarterback. All right, boys, and at number 2, we have Bernie Kosar. And before you go and say, oh, he has the Trevor Lawrence release, I know. I've been using this card. Let me tell you this as well. As many of you guys know, the MCS, which is the Madden Championship, where they do the competitive play, where all the pros go and play, they banned John Elway. Nobody's allowed to use John Elway in there. And so all the other quarterbacks on this list were available, and every single one of them use the Bernie Kosar, and let me tell you why right here. He gets that combo of Fearless and Set Feet lead for 5 AP. Bert Jones, who we just told you about before, who has a good release, obviously a tiny bit better release than our guy Bernie Kosar, gets it for 3 more AP. You can put more lineman ability on that will help you from the bad release. You can get short and elites to help you beat man coverage, which like I said with Bert, is going to hold you back a lot. Fearless is one of the best abilities in the game. Under pressure is very, very good right now. You can turn the ball over from an under pressure. Bernie KOSAR will not let that happen for you. He has really, really good stats as well. His throw power is amazing. He has really, really good short and medium. A very good card. The throw under pressure at 94 as well. Like I said, the reason why everybody is choosing this card, and even the pros, the guys that are better than most of us watching, and even myself, way better than me, they're all using Bernie KOSAR, and I think it's for a reason. And yes, I mean, do I even have to say anything? Do I even have to say anything? The best release in the game. He gets everything for cheap. He gets 2 special ability buckets. Nobody else in the game gets that. So you can get Sephi lead on him. You can get Fearless on him. You can even get Gunslinger on this card. He's also the only quarterback in the game with Hot Route Master. John Elway, statistically, by far the best. Obviously, he has solid speed as well. He can get out the pocket, even get you a first down if need be, if it's wide open. John Elway, not really much discussion here because he's the obvious #1 quarterback in the game. We all know that. All right, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The top 10 series is one of my favorite to record. Make sure to comment down below which quarterback you are using right now. I am using our #2 right now, Bernie KOSAR, the 5 AP. Beautiful, beautiful thing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.